from over the wicket. Short delivery, swung away on the leg side. That should be the first boundary. Hasani Pereira waits for it and then beautifully helps it behind square leg for 4. Just to remind you that it's a 39 over game. Beautifully done. What timing. What great timing by Yatapattu, waiting for the ball, and look at how she opens the face of the bat.
So, that one was a calculated race and very well executed. Hit with some power. She pounced on that one, moved across the stumps.
There's a loud appeal and given. Arundhati Reddy strikes. That is the breakthrough ball India were looking for. Was dropped for the home series against West Indies and Ireland.
Yeah, short, but it didn't bounce. Yeah, bottom edge. That's a good catch. It's never easy when you're up.
And out comes the sweep. A good lusty blow goes all the way for a 4. Rightly applauded by the non-striker there.
All 3 sides. Of course, it's mighty important. That's very nicely played. You got a lot of real estate in that area. No fine leg. And it goes for 4.
Time. Oh, that's a loud appeal. And the umpire raises her finger. That's the second wicket. Sneha brings the breakthrough, dismisses the settled batter for Sri Lanka. Hasani Pereira has to depart for 30.
Yeah, that's brilliant bowling once again. Delivery she bowled first up in the over. Just hurries the batter up. I wonder if that was slightly outside the off stump. It doesn't matter.
Triumphant Sri Lankan squad. Rising her feet this time, just away from the diving fielder, and that will be a boundary. So Harshita Samaravikrama trying to do the same thing that Hasani Pereira did, trying to put the debutant, the youngster, under pressure.
Just 872. So it is fair.
And Harshita Samaravikrama unfortunately has to depart. Total miscommunication between the two batters. Here's the replay. Trying to go for that quick single, trying to go for that drop and run. Hansima Karunaratne did start, but then at the halfway mark she decided no.
And that's out. A straightforward catch for Sneha Rana. Hansima Karunaratne dismissed. It's a soft dismissal from her wicket after that run out.
Now straight back to the bowler, Sneha Rana. Second wicket for Sneha Rana.
Nicely played and beautifully done. I'll tell you what, that is good timing and very well done for 4. And lofted down the ground. This is good batting. This is what you expect. This is how you play spin. Gets a boundary.
Again, an appeal for a catch. But it's certainly taken cleanly. Let's have a look. Umpires are going to have a little chat. There was no case of taking the catch. It was definitely taken, but whether she's gone upstairs.
Okay, give me the completion of the catch, please. Okay, catch has been completed cleanly. The ball comes off the face of the bat, does not make contact with the ground. I have a decision for the giant screen.
Well, I thought Lyndon Handibal had to cover all bases, just made sure that he had all angles before he made that call, because to the naked eye it looked out straight away, but as a third umpire you've got to just tick all those boxes. Sri Lanka have just lost their 5th wicket. This time she finds those open areas on the offside and gets a boundary. That's what I'm talking about. Throw it up, take the challenge.
Oh, Kavisha Dilhari tries to go big and exactly what she wanted. Sri Charani takes her first international wicket. Kavisha Dilhari, the prize wicket of Kavisha Dilhari.
The world, I have arrived. Picks up a maiden international wicket. The 20-year-old from Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh, takes out the wicket of Kavisha Dilhari. A good catch off the bowling of Ensh. Lofted and catches the call. It beats the fielder right on the edge of the circle. Might have just gotten fingertips to it, but Anushka Sanjivni survived.
Oh, that's a second wicket for Sri Charani. I think that was Pratika Rawal who took the catch. Scoring just 2 runs. Second wicket for Sri Charani. Probably not the best of deliveries, but she took a wicket anyway, so she'll be happy.
Final on May the 11th. Charges down the track, gives it a Humpty and will clear the infield plus the boundary rider.
Oh, very nearly. Put it down. Hit her extended right arm.
Great back at the bowler, Achini Kulasuriya on this occasion. Put her arm out, but just not able to.
This time, how far has it gone? Well, far enough for a boundary. Been asking for it. And finally, Sanjeevani provides it with that slog sweep. Well, that's a good option. That is a very good option. I can tell you what, Estelle, this is one of the finest innovations. Catches the call, which she gets it over extra cover. These are useful runs. Might just beat the fielder. In fact, not having enough legs, so they... Oh, trouble here. Trouble.
Oh.
Has she got back? There was a lot of confusion. She was looking for the third run. And it's an umpire's referral.
Just give me another please, of his finger. Yeah, rolling, keep rolling. Yeah, one frame back. Yeah, I'm ready for the decision. That's pretty short of.
That was a straightforward decision for umpire Lyndon Hannibal. Malki Madara very unfortunate. She looked good with that shot over extra cover. There was 3. I think there should have been a little bit more intent in the running.
Rebuilding a little bit as Sri Lanka collapsed. Up in the air, Jemima Rodrigues, and what a brilliant take. She's been fantastic right throughout this game, created so much pressure in the inner circle, and now
Hari 25, Sanjeevani 22. In fact, Silvagat gets 10.
much better viewing if you are an Indian fan. Prospect.
Straight away, nicely done, down towards third, behind point, and she starts off with the boundary, and that she made look very, very easy. Swung away on the leg side. She picks the length quickly. The bounce was fine. The bounce didn't worry her at all. She was on top of it.
Line, she's bowling Madara.
Goes over the top. She reaches for it. All hands. Leans into it with that extended arm and goes over extra cover. She had enough width on offer.
Kavisha Dilhari moving a second over, swept away and swept away brilliantly by Mandana. Another boundary.
Watching Mandana bat again, you cannot bowl there. She's going to hit that ball every day of the week. Slightly shorter and straighter.
So 3 more. Oh, almost a return chance, and the diving field at Menon unable to stop that as well. So that will be a boundary. Just a full toss needed for Smriti Mandana on the other end. And this time she gets into the act. Drives it away for a boundary quite easily. So smooth, brilliant from Pritika Rawal. She's the only other player other than Chamari Atapattu who's still in the Sri Lankan side. But Smriti Mandana, she doesn't care about that. Short delivery, punishes Inogarana with a straight away. 94 more runs now. And that will be the first wicket. Inoko Ranavira takes the return catch. Smriti Mandana has to depart for 43. Exactly what Sri Lanka needed.
As soon as that ball went above her eye line, Smriti had just one idea. That was to hit it over the top. But the mistakes
Played out brilliantly for India. And this will be her first boundary as well. I believe, no, in fact, it was Raval. Raval will move to 16 with that boundary.
Raval, a former basketball player, swept away.
And she's found the boundary on that occasion. Brilliant timing from Raval. Chamari Atapattu hands on hip. She's not happy with that result, but that was nice timing from Raval. That's the end of the 15th over.
Some memorabilia from that series has definitely taken pride of place in that SLC museum. What a great way to marry history and currency. And that's a no ball. Anna Harris has stretched out her right hand to signal, much to the befuddlement of the Sri Lanka captain. There is a bit of a hold up in the middle. And it is going to be a free hit.
Nevertheless, Atapattu in full toss. And she's found the boundary. Harleen Deol just threaded that gap brilliantly.
These two batters is definitely helping their cause. Lunges forward and caresses it through the covers. It has enough legs, the ball, to go all the way. Pratika Raval keeps adding to her run tally. A prolific scorer she's already proven to be. And she now moves into the 30s in her first overseas innings in India colours.
Yes, and you were talking about it. Full toss, 4. That was easy. The hundreds up. Nice use of the feet. And now you could see that the Indian batters are getting into their own. Not that they were not in their own, but they're getting a quicker move on here.
to work on certain areas and see where she's at now. What a magnificent shot. No need to run for that, girl. That's going to get you 4.
And so many video footages of the other legends that we mentioned as well. But here's Harleen Deol using a feed, going over the field at mid-off quite easily. This try series. Oh, this is brilliant from Pratika Raval. Another boundary. She moves to 49 on Isha.
Noddles into the leg side. Pratika Ravals brings up yet another 50. Her 4th successive 50-plus score. Consistency, maturity and class written all over her game. She's making scoring 50s look like a habit. A young batter building a reputation the right way. One measured, polished knock at a time. And that's her 5th 50-plus score in 7 innings since her debut. Extraordinary.
Like that, she's playing just her 7th match on Isha. And Harleen Deol, she'll finish things off. She'll stay on 48. Pratika Raval, she'll stay on 50. A brilliant partnership between the two. A partnership of 95 of 120 deliveries for the second wicket. India, they get home quite easily.
But it is sunshine now for not just Colombo, but the Indian women's cricket team, who have started both Kashvi Gautam and Arundhati Reddy laying the marker down with their pace bowling.